was. Jesus came through and lead us. Now we're covered in colors, not lead moss. Now we're covered in colors, not lead moss. See, this ain't no fluke, I mean my apogee. Blood speaks way better audibly. Blue blood flowing in my arteries. Got that drive itinerary. Blood is right in front of me. Blood is right in front of me. Yo, I still got a lot of things to say. This is verse 1, so there's definitely gonna be a verse 2. Yeah, guys, thank you all for staying. Well, let's get the Kiniko, let's get it up, let's get more people to join. Currently, we have 11 people on space. Like you all know, this is Come Discuss the Value of Piin with Crypto Nature. I am your host today, and it's going to be fire back to back to back. We have Nano in the building, we have Oguche in the building. And looking on my right hand side, I can see Dana from the Piin community from China. It's good to have you. I see Eminent, an active guy. Good to have you. And so, everybody here that I cannot call their name one by one, but just do me a favor. Let's get more people to join. Nano, we're going to talk today. The Pi Open Minute is going to be happening this month after a very, very long time, guys. This is what the community have been craving for. This is what we have been anticipating, praying for. But guess what? It's finally happening. And it's going to be a big one. Like, no cap. Let's go. But for the moment, I'll be starting exactly 11:20. Please pardon me. But it's not going to be boring. We'll be having Prince Emmanuel vibes. And enjoy the songs and let's go. Let's tag more people. We'll be starting 4 minutes from now. Let's fucking go. It's going to be hot. I bet you guys. Let's go. But I want you. I beg you, don't be sleeping on a bicycle. Prince Emmanuel. Yeah, if God before me. Me and the one that will be there, take a walk or show you muscle. They never tell her, bros, I go touch you. Hey, no be me go fight there, no be me go bust the bottle. See, if God before me. God before you, who goes down, man? Who goes down, man? Who goes down, man? If God before me, who goes down, man? I say nobody. If God before you, who goes down, man? Who goes down, man? Who goes down, man? I say nobody. Shit. Come on, baby, for attention. My brother, don't go, cause who God don't bless, so you never do anything. We go into place. Yeah. Okay, listen, I don't get time for fully. Make I remind you if you don't forget. Touch not my anointed, that's correct. But if you put hand, don't cross, you will collect. Hey, ask the book at Dineza. You get the time away, but it's a bit shaker. When it can't reach where my body face, you put your grass, your paper. Hey, remember Pharaoh where they found down dada. The guys see this swing for the water, don't be say I don't want you. But if you touch me, don't go hard. Wahala, don't Okada. If God before me, get hana, cause I go sip juice actually. I so enjoy me, go to show for my body. You don't get us to one beat. If God before you, who goes down, man? Who goes down, man? If God before you, who goes down, man? I say nobody. If God before you, who goes down? Okay, thank you guys. Who goes down, man? So we'll be having Nano to actually introduce himself. Then we have Oguche, and then we kickstart with the issue at hand. So thank you all for waiting for your patience. So Nano, are you with us? I hope your network is strong like mine. So yeah, it's good to have you, GM Nano. What's up, bro?
Yo, GM Chief, GM Oguche, GM Piin Community. It's your friendly community manager once again. Nano Conflicts. Happy to be in your midst this Friday. And I'm super bullish with the new news on hand. The mainnet going live real soon. I hope we can dive deep into it and see how it benefits us all.
benefit us. Of course, it's going to benefit us. Like nobody saw it coming. Yeah, the Picot team decided to take everybody unaware. Like we just wake up one morning, I was like, what's going on here? Am I still sleeping while I'm still awake? But guess what? When I come on TL, I saw the news, I saw the trend. I say, this is not a joke. But it's good to be alive in this era. Like no cap, no cap. It's good to be alive. So GM is Oguche. GM, it's good to have you around. GM, what's up?
GM, everybody. Nice to be here again. Thank you for coming, and I'm glad to see each and every one of your faces. Today is Valentine. I will not forget that. As Crippling Nature said, it's good as a real man you are here. Ladies are created to receive, while men are created to give. It's always nice for men to
Oh yes, I think I almost forgot that, Mr. Oguche. Thank you for bringing that up. Like, I cannot even believe that in me, Shedra, Crypto Nature, I forgot Valentine. Kini, what's going on? What's going on? But yeah, that's just the truth, yeah. Real men are on spaces, real men are still grinding regardless of Valentine or not. Stop playing. So today's space, I think I have to still edit the name. So it's going to be Pi Open Mainnet, discuss the value of Pi in value and love. Stop playing, stop playing, stop playing, stop playing, stop playing. Yeah. So, guys, I'm your amazing host and person of Crypto Nature, the founder of CNC DAO, a community development manager, and I am here to dish out value. I am here to bring to your knowledge what a whole lot of people will not tell you. I am here to, tell you the value of Pi-in, expose the secret that many are keeping away from you with my amazing speakers. It's good to be here every Friday. So, guys, in case you're just joining us for the very first time, we do this every Friday. It's like a cult. So we come here every Friday at exactly 11 a.m. where we come, we yarn, we talk about the ecosystem entirely from Pi Network to BRC20 to Solana and to Pi-in as a meme token that is trending and that is going to make everybody rich in the coming months to come. So thank you so much. We've seen the number, although we are still less than 100 people on this space, which is not quite encouraging. Let's do more. We have 14 comments already, which is quite good. So today, first of all, let me start by addressing an issue, right? The Pipeline team announced mainnet, and we see different people coming up to say different things. Now, how I wish what they are saying actually makes sense. If one shall pin me, you get the point. But guess what, guys? What they are saying is totally off point. You get the point. It's totally off point. Most of these people have zero knowledge of what Pi Network ecosystem is all about, what the Pi core team are building. They have zero knowledge about it. Now, I was on space here, and Tola was saying something about it is not possible to mine a real cryptocurrency using your phone, blah, 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 this and this. I was like, wait, where has this man been? You get the point. Where has this man been? I thought we have gone past this stage where people still believe that it is not still possible. After all we have seen, how the technology have advanced. This is the Web3 era, guys. Like, who still speaks like that? That's why I keep telling people, yeah, know who you follow and know why you follow them. It is not everybody that has huge following that actually knows what they are saying. To be honest, forget it. Most of them just come here and flaunt lifestyle. They have zero knowledge of what the tech is all about. No cap. You get in this 21st century, whereby we are even, let me not even say too much, but yeah, it is very, very possible. And let me tell you guys something. Now, the open mainnet is approaching. Majority of the pioneers are focused, or should I say, are worried and interested in what the price of Pi will be on February 20. Many people, many people. But this is one thing I will say, yeah. This is one thing I will say, and I will still add to it as we advance in this Twitter space, yeah, because we promise to not just come and talk, but it's going to be an educational Twitter space. So now this is it. The exchange will list Pi, right? Of course. Now, if you have been paying attention to our previous Twitter space, I said something. I said there are three stages in terms of value for Pi Network, right? Within the enclosed mainnet, I think Mnet asked a question that I would still like to he asked the question last week, which is what is the yardstick or what is the metrics used in measuring the value of per in, right? So which I said something and then I would still like to build on it today again, looking at the fact that in 6 days from now, it will be a reality. Now, this is it. In the enclosed mainnet, the per in communities, which is the pioneers, right, will determine the value of pi. Now we are entering into the open mainnet. Then the market itself will determine the value of pi, right? Now, how does the market get to determine the value of pi, right? So for the newbies, and then let me just do this analysis with you. First, we get to understand how many token is in circulation, is out there, right? So when we understand how many token is out there, then we now get to understand how many of that token is in circulation. I think I saw a data, but I cannot get my hand on it. But before we finish this space, I'll look for it and I'll see throw more light on it. So now, because I went through the data, right? People still use the entire 100 billion, which was written in the white paper, to try to do their price prediction for pi, right? So now that will not be bad if on the 20th we will have 100 billion pi network token in circulation. But guess what? That is not the reality. That won't happen. Now, I think so far more than 10 million pioneers have been migrated and are now in what position of their pi token, right? Of their pi coin in their wallet. Now, out of that 10 million, looking at the statistics, over 8 million, right? Not now, out of that 10 million, everybody lock up a certain amount of their pi token, right? So now, everybody lock up a certain amount, be it one, be it two, just forget the numbers. I'm taking you guys somewhere, yeah? Now, bring it down. 65 to 70% of that 10 million, right? They lock up their pi for the duration of what? 3 years. I personally am one of them, and so many other people. Now, this is one thing I want you to understand here. If today we have 10 billion pi token, right, in that has been distributed so far, you will agree with me that on the 20th, I won't be surprised if we only see like 1 billion or 2 billion in circulating supply. Mind you, when you see that, okay, I need to look for these statistics so that I will be accurate in what I'm saying, right? But now, when you see that, okay, we have 9 billion, 10 billion pi that has migrated to the open mainnet, to the open mainnet wallet, right? Many people will be thinking that, okay, on the 20th, we'll have 10 billion circulating supply. No, it's not going to happen like that. A whole lot of pioneers lock up their pi for a duration of 3 years and more. Now, the question is, will people sell pi on the 20th? Yes. A whole lot of people will dump. I am telling you, people will dump. But guess what? People will cry. Just like the ICE network, if you have been following, and not just if you have been following on what is happening in the entire crypto space, just like the ICE network, many people dumped. And what ICE network later appreciated. Just like what happened, similar thing will still happen in the Pi network. And I'm telling you this for a fact. Jetters will jet, JIT will JIT, but guess what? Pi will always win. You get? Pi will always win. Now, on that day, we'll see people sell pressure and the rest here and there. Now, the question is, nobody is still certain on how much money the Pi core team has raised so far. They refuse to disclose that information. Reason best knows to them, which personally I'm somehow okay with it. But based on the rumors we have seen in the past 2 to 3 months, it is rumored that the Pi network core team have raised over 7 billion. Over 7 billion. I don't want to mention the exact figures that was rumored to be raised, but let's just put it at over 7 billion, right? Over 7 billion. And on the launch date, we can see 2 billion or less than that in circulation. So let's say the rumors happens to be true, right? On that day, we see around 7 billion or 4 billion or something huge like that as market cap. That will change the perspective of how people will view Pi. And like I said, the main design for the Pi token itself, the Pi coin itself, is to be used as a what? As a means of payment, P2P, right? Tola on Space said Bitcoin did not fail, which, if you really know the white paper, the main motive why Satoshi Nakamoto designed Bitcoin in the first place, you will understand that Bitcoin failed. Now, if you are talking about failure again, you have to look at it from 2 points, right? Now, if you say Bitcoin did not fail, that means you are talking from the standpoint of value and how people are using it now, right? Now, if you say Bitcoin failed, you are not still wrong. Now, if I said, okay, I'm building a car, right? I am building a car, and the reason I'm building that car is so that that car can move from, let's say from Abuja to Lagos, and then it's going to consume only, let's say, 4 liters. 4 liters. That was the blueprint. That was my intention. That was the idea and then the concept why I even wanted to start building the car in the first place. And then after everything, the car is now using more than 4.5 liters to travel from Abuja to Lagos. That is failure. That is failure. Why? It did not meet what? The initial design. Now, relating this analogy to Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin was designed to be used as what? A means of payment, P2P, peer-to-peer. What? Taking away third party, right? Now, the question is, if a currency will be used as a means of payment among everyday users, number one, you agree with me that that currency has to be evenly distributed. That's number one. It has to be easy to mine. That's number two. The blockchain has to be extremely fast. Extremely fast. Now, as at, is it since yesterday, I believe before yesterday, people have started moving their Pi coin to OKX and other exchanges that have announced listing. And I have never heard, and I haven't heard so far till now, anybody complaining of, okay, it took me more than 4 seconds for me to receive my Pi. No. To tell you how fast it is. I think currently now, the Pi blockchain has the largest node. Yes, with up to 200,000 nodes. Do you know what that is? Up to 200,000 nodes actively validating transactions on the Pi blockchain. You now understand where we are driving at, right? Now, now let's bring it back again. Let's reverse. What is the whole idea? What is the whole psychology behind money? It is human agreement, right? Now, this is another thing I would like to point out. The only reason I can say Pi Network will fail or has failed is when countries rule out cryptocurrency as a legal tender. But so long as cryptocurrency is in general is approved by any country as a legal tender, you can use your Pi coin to trade. So if I agree that my PFP is worth 5 pieces of Pi token, right? And Nano agrees that he values, he also agrees that, okay, my PFP is worth the value of 5 Pi coin. We can actually trade with that. You get the point. Now, the whole, should I say, cliche of, tagging dollar value to Pi is not quite like okay with me. Not that it won't happen. It will happen. It will happen. The market will decide when the open mainnet is here. But I'm telling you that it will not limit the potential of Pi Network. Pi Network did not just come and, mine and then boom, people migrated, they sell it. They use 6 years to build followers and believers. That even when during the enclosement, we have seen people banter, we have seen people do trade and barter with Pi token, with things that are very, very valuable. Things like, let's say, services, things like laundry, things like phones, things like food in Africa and beyond, with China leading the way. So you get the point. So like the potential for Pi coin itself is massive. And I keep telling people, see, people will tell you anything they want to tell you. Tola was saying that he's actively mining this and this, so that your people will not think that he's not a miner. Bro, you are a miner, but you are not a pioneer. Pioneers are people that believe in the possibility of something. Because you are mining Picoin does not make you a pioneer. The difference between a miner and a pioneer is the belief system. You get the point? It's the belief system. These are people that we have seen that fought projects that had utility so that the project will dumb and they can buy more. We have seen it countless times. These are people that have done that. And you think now let's do this, guys. Let's do this. When enclosed mainnet was initiated, we have seen people barter Pi, right? They have sold their Pi in the black market as low as 20 naira in the Nigerian currency. As low as what? 20 naira. You get what it is? Now, it gradually moved to 50 naira and currently is trading above 2,000 per Pi. Now, you ask yourself, if this thing is as worthless as the way other, some other guys are trying to make it look like, what keeps improving? What keeps pushing the value? What keeps pushing the value? And I keep telling people, I will not be shocked if Pi cutting raise up to 7 billion. I won't be shocked. You know why? If tap tap, a project on tap Telegram can raise up to 1 billion with no serious utility, like it's just we just know that okay, this thing nothing really dey, the value no really dey there. Then what more of Pi with 60 million communities? Now, if you see all these Telegram bots coming to tell that okay, we have 40 million people, we have 100, we have this. It is easy to manipulate those figures on Telegram. I can tell you. I was having a conversation with a community manager, right? They actually deployed a tapping game. And guess what? Most of these projects, they buy their users so that what they can get investors to buy into their project. Now, if Hamster Combat truly has 300, for Christ's sake, 300 million, do you know what 300 million is? Hamster Combat as a what? As a tapping narrative, claim they have over 300 million tappers. Jesus, how? And guess what? Whenever they want to rule out bot, you hear that they over now, like Hamster now, yeah, over, should I say, more than that 310 were tagged as bot. How? But guess what? They did not rule out the bot until they have secured funding. So you now understand that there is manipulation and lies in this space. And if you don't know where you stand, if you don't really know what you are doing, people will always use you. I am telling you for a fact, 5 years from now, many people will still cry. Just like the way people that sold their Pi early are still crying today, even looking at the black market rate of Pi. People sold for 100 naira, people sold for 200, people sold for 300. Now it's above 2,000. And guess what? This is just the enclosed mainnet was initiated, I think, 2022. So let's just say 2 years into, the black market rate has done over 500 to 1,000%. Because moving from 200 naira to over 2,000 naira today, you get the point. I am not telling you that Pi might eventually launch at, let's say, $10, $100, but I am telling you that do not allow your value sense to be should I say, to be determined by the exchange. That is the word. Do not allow the value to be determined by an exchange. People say, okay, they will create futures, they will short it, and this and this, that and that. But I can keep telling you, 2/3 of the total Pi token is not still in circulation. 2/3 is not still in circulation. So no matter how you think, okay, there are whales that are buying Pi, yada, 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 the community still holds the majority. You get the point. Open mainnet is coming, it's going to happen. They are not even shifting anything. It's certain. But I'm telling you, do not allow anybody trip you into dumping your pie, right? And talking about value, let me say this, let me emphasize on this again. Tola said something. How I wish I actually write down what he was saying so that I'll be picking those points for some of you that were in that space. So I'll be explaining it. You get the point. And many people will still fall for it because what? He has 100,000 plus following him. He thinks he knows it. With tap swap, waiting this guy no tell us for tap swap. To be honest, waiting this guy no talk for tap swap. And look at what it turns out to be. You get the point. So to tell you that these guys don't really care about you like that. They don't really care. Now, this is it. Tola made using Bitcoin, right, as an example to actually try to prove why Pi coin should not be valuable or will not be valuable. And guess what was the example? He said to mine Bitcoin, it is expensive, it is difficult, and you need equipment. So to him now, the rigidity in mining quantifies to the value. The rigidity in mining quantifies to the value. Okay, no wahala. That is true. That happened. Right? Not knowing the fact that the most valuable thing on this planet Earth, it is not how much you put in to mine. It is what it takes you to mine. Should I come again? The most valuable thing in this life, it is not how much. By the word how much means what? The monetary value involved. But what it takes you, it means what? The non-monetary value. Pipecoin does not cost you much to mine, but what? It takes you much to mine. Are you following, guys? Are you following? Now, the question is, what does it take? Mining Pipecoin takes you time, and then that is what money cannot buy. It takes you time. Every month, Bitcoin halvings happens once in 4 years. Once in 4 years. The last Bitcoin halving happened 2023 April. And then the next one should be looking at 2023, 2027 April. Or I don't know what the block will be by that time, but then we are looking at 2027. 4 year cycle. But guess what? Pi Network halving happens every month. It happens what? Every month. The more the network expands, the harder it becomes to mine. Currently, we are sitting at what? 60 million miners, right? 60 million miners. That is a whole lot. But guess what? Now, everybody joining the Pi, or the Pi mining application gets a free one Pi. You realize that your timer start counting, your Pi start counting from one instead of zero. But as the moment we get to 100 million miners, that free one Pi you get for just coming on board on Pi, you stop getting it. You stop getting it. Scarcity. That explains quality. Currently now, for you to mine one Pi with the current mining, what? It will take you 8.5 days non-stop. So now you do 24 hours times 8.5. That is what it takes to mine one Pi. And like I said, the most valuable thing on this earth is what? Is time, which money cannot buy. So you understand the point now. So to tell you that regardless of anything or anyhow they want to put it, Pi Network is still more difficult, or will be more difficult to mine. So if they think difficulty is what is all it takes for something to be valuable, then they should wait. They should wait. You get the point. So I keep telling you people, do not allow anybody play you. Now, if it takes me, let's take for instance, okay, me now, I've been mining Pi since 2019, right? That's like 6 years now. Okay. It is normal for me to have more than 1,000 Pi, looking at how long and since when I've started mining. True or false? True. Now, tell somebody that will start mining Pi, let's say, in the next 6 months or in the next 2 months, to come sell his Pi that it takes him 8 days plus to mine one at the rate of, let's say, 50 cents or $1. that person will not. Why? The time it takes him to get it is not worth. You get the point? And that is the most important thing. I think I will just like pause here, and I will allow Nano talk. I will allow Oguche, which I'll invite you up. You rocked. I'll allow Oguche talk, and then we'll be open for question and answer. Feel free to ask questions. So let's talk about this, because, like I said, it is only we, the pioneers, that can still educate ourselves. You cannot wait for anybody to come and educate you. To be honest, because many people will not even do it. You get the point. And guess what? I keep telling you guys, watch out for Piin. Watch out closely at Piin. You guys think I was joking? Just last week Friday, when we were having this space, the market was down, including Piin. So I think it was sitting around 400,000 market cap, right? 400,000 market cap. With just the announcement of the Pi Open Mainnet, Piin saw with what, over 250%. Like, what are you saying? Over 250% with just the announcement. So now, that's why I keep telling you. Imagine if 10% of the migrated pioneers are now interested in looking for a solid project with good community to invest some of their pie. Not all, some of their pie into it. They are definitely looking at Piin. And that time, we will have more believers, solid hands to hold. We move from 400 to above 1.2 in market cap within the space of 4 to 5 hours with just the announcement. So, like I keep telling you guys, if you are still here, you are not still ready for what's coming, to be honest. You are not still ready for what's coming. So I don't want to like see much. I'll still be chipping in. I'll still be chipping in with time to time. So my chief, it's good to have you, Nano. Thank you for like, and we'll be accepting requests as we still continue. So BG Lord, GMGM, what's up? What do you have to say? Have a contribution or anything else you want to share with us? Excuse me. BG Lord, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
GM, do you have a question? Do you want to share anything with us? I can't hear you.
Good afternoon. How much with Pi will listed on the exchange, on the crypto exchange?
Come again.
Like how much the GCV price of one Pi coin? How much you guys suggest that we launch on February 20 this month?
Okay, now thank you. So talking about the price prediction for Pi, right? I think I'll still come to that. Now, this is one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to like over exaggerate things. That's number one. And I don't want to still undervalue things. So now we will just do the two basic analysis, which is fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis. So now we use fundamental analysis to wrap our head around what could possibly be. Now, it would have been easier to come up and say, okay, Pi will be worth $1, Pi will be worth $3 on the 20th of what's it called, of February. It can be very easy for me to say that. But the question is, will that happen? Why should it be worth that? You get the point? Why should it be worth more or worth less? So it has to be logically backed up with fundamentals, which I will still come back. I'm looking for a chart. The what's it called? The God, excuse me. There is this statistics that breaks down the total pie in supply, the available pie on that day, and so many things like that. Right? So I'll get it and then we'll still get to talk again. So I'll come back to this particular question. So, but before then, we'll have Nano. Nano, GM, thank you for coming back. The network just the rock. Can you hear me?
Yes, Chief, I can hear you now.
Good to have you. Welcome back. So, yeah, we are open to hear your thoughts. What do you think will happen on the 20th?
Well, on 20th, Pi goes mainnet. The thing is, okay, first I will address what you've been talking about. Somebody actually spreading a form of misbelief. Uh, it's normal for there to be, should I say, negative energy, no matter how positively charged the place is. Uh, in crypto, whether you like it or not, there are going to be people who try to value their ideology, even if it's against all odds, right? So these people, some of them happen to be privileged to have a large audience. And there's something I always say: an influencer is not always a believer. An influencer is somebody that sells their ideology to their audience. So most times, these people think. So activity crypto space, there are going to be people who have an opposite view. There are people who, when clearly all facts are in front of them, they'll still be able to generate their own thoughts and try to pull people towards them. And sadly, it works most of the time. So now, looking on the mainnet for Pi, there is going to be activities that day. That's the truth. There's going to be a lot of activities. There are people who are going to try to, bring it down, sort of, either by their words, by spreading false news and stuff like that. So I want to encourage everybody, every Pine community person, every believer, every influencer, every pioneer, right? That on the 20th, it's very expedient that you sit back, no rush. Try to take things step by step. The official account is right there. You follow whatever news, whatever information that is passed there. It's very important that you take whatever you are doing right from the source, because while Pi is planning to go mainnet, people are planning to go, plunder it, right? So if, for example, you fall for some form of phishing or scam or fake news or whatever, the outcome could be very, very much disastrous. So like somebody told me, he said, you are your bank in decentralization, you are your own bank, right? So I want everybody to protect their bank with the best of interest, because this is going to determine the future, right? I think we all want to buy Lambo. Then that aside, also prior listing on exchanges, definitely a lot of things are going to go haywire, right? When trades are allowed. I'm sure in the millions and millions of buy holders and so on, there are people who are already set to, take profits immediately, and it's going to shake a lot of beliefs. Imagine coming to see that something that just got listed and the trade has just gone live is dumping. It's going to give a lot of people FUD, and so many people will also opt to sell. But like you all know, Pine rather, both are community driven sort of. So which means that even in the lights of a dump, there's always the green candle waiting, because it's not the number of sales that actually pushes or foils these narratives. Is actually the community, right? For Pine, a few days ago we saw a very nice pump, right? Then followed by a sort of dump. I think this is a signal to us all that our time is here. can I use that word? Our time is here, right? So even before the move of the whole reserves and micro strategies, Pine is already showing us that it's a sort of token that is not going to follow the normal trend, right? The normal trend of buys and sells. It's more of a community type of thing, and it's something that is on the radar of investors if you actually sit to think about it. Because the day of the back to everything, I remember it was kind of red. The market was not looking nice at all, and all of a sudden there is this small token in your wallet that's doing a plus 500 or so, or 200, I think, percent. So it's telling you that this is not a token that follows the general sentiment of buys and sells. This is more of a community driven thing, and it's on the radar of a lot of investors. That's the truth. It's on the radar of a lot of investors, and they are just waiting for the right time and the right amount of profit, and they will hop in. So keep holding, keep protecting that bag, keep staying current with the news and the trends.
Thank you. Nano, are you done?
Yes,
Okay,
Chief.
thank you,
Yes,
thank you.
Chief.
I just okay, thank you. So I just saw something, yeah. Mr. Oguche, are you back online? So I just remembered something. So this is something Mr. Tola said day before yesterday on Space. He said that Pi has been trading even before the open mainnet. That what kind of project is that? To tell you that, like when he said that, I knew it that at that point I knew that this man, he just the talk. If you tell Thanos, Thanos say, you go just come space the bar. He just comes space, just the bar. And guess what? He was referring to the IOU which exchanges did in 2023. In 2023, as what? As the official Pi. Can you imagine? And IOU is similar to ICO, is similar to IDO, and so many other offerings that exchanges and DEX does. Now, what is Pi IOU? Pi IOU, just like the names imply, means I owe you. Is a promise of something that will happen in the future. It's more like faith, right? Trust us to give us your money by what? By buying into this contract. That when Pi coin launches, we will give you the equivalent of what you buy, right? Of what you buy when the open mainnet comes. So it simply means that okay, you are buying this thing. Oh, this thing is not the real Pi. But guess what? Well, ma. But guess what? When the real token is launched, we will take it and then we will give you the real Pi. So you understand the point. So IOU is there was never a time that IOU stands to represent the real Pi. That is why you see that what's it called? The IOU price varies across different platforms. It values what across different platforms. Now, if you check CoinMarketCap, yeah, CoinMarketCap believes that Pi will be valued as high as let's say $80, $70. The IO price is around $80 to $70. That's good for them. If you check X.com, the price of Pi IOU on X.com is around $8. If you check other projects, it is around 50, 40, and it varies across different platforms. What does that tell you? It is not the real Pi. But guess what? Tola was saying that even before the official mainnet launch, that Pi coin has been tradable already. And it was never so. So you get the point. It was never so. Now, for a project of 100 billion in total supply, so far from the day OKS announced launching, I think it's only 25 million that has been sent to OKS. You get the point. Only 25 million has been sent to OKS. I'm still looking for the chart. I cannot still place my hand on the chart. But now, if you carefully go back to some of the things I pin up there, please just go back to the pin post. Let's do something real quick. Go back to the pin post. Can you open the pin post with me? Okay, before I forget, we are currently sitting at over 220 live listeners. Big shout out everyone of you here. So now back to business, yeah. 25 million pi has been sent to OKX over the past, let's say, 72 hours, right? 25 million. Now, this is what Woody tweeted. He said, please be careful of unaffiliated words and unauthorized activities, some of which may be associated with fraudulent events and actions meant to defraud our users by their words, approaches, and unauthorized use of Pi's name and trademark. Now, this is what the Pi core team itself put out there to warn people. The same thing happened during the IOU. People were like, bro, the Pi core team are behind it. And they came out publicly and made it understood that we are not behind these things. Because it was crazy. In the space of 42 hours, I think more than 13, is it 13? More than 22 exchanges listed the IOU. More than 22 exchanges. You get the point. More than 22 exchanges. So say, remember in January 2023, so many exchanges made viral announcements of Pi IOU. Listen, and the core team made a similar statement back then in what? In 2023. I have not paid much attention to the OKS deposit, but it turns out to be fraudulent. You get the point. It turns out to be fraudulent. Now, this is Woody quote tweeting what the Pi core team tweeted. So that means it still be that there is still something shady about the whole OKX announcement of listing Pi itself as a token. I don't still get it. Because this is how I understood it to be. If a token should be listed or will be listed on an exchange, the project itself will have sent a certain allocation on chain before the listing date to the project, which we checking the on-chain data of what's it called of OKX wallet and all these other exchanges that have announced listing. There is nothing like that. There is nothing like that. There is nothing like that. Because there has to be buying and selling. How would they even do that? Or that one is something else again. So now check out the PyCore team tweet. I think I would not like to read that, so I will not bore us with talks. But I believe that should answer your question. The thing is, the exchanges will love to set a price for Pi coin, what they believe should be what. But like I said, do not, please can you mute? But please do not fall for it. Know what it is worth for you, and people will dump. Don't be surprised. You might see Pi trade at less than $1. Don't be surprised. It might happen. But like I said, that should not be the sense of value. So, Mr. Uche GMGM, how are you doing? Let's see if your network is solid and stable again.
Yeah, yeah, fine.
You are rugging, but yeah, we can hear you.
So, the front is more funny. The network keeps fluctuating.
Can you hear me? Nano, can you
Yeah,
hear him?
He's vlogging.
Like the network wala is just something else. It's just something else. But hopefully, I think it has to do with all this tariff stuff from the government. But hopefully, we hope that the network will be stable and strong again. Mr. Oguchi, are you still with us? Eminent, it's good to have you on the speaker room.
I'm here.
Eminent, can you hear him? Okay, guys, I think before he
Okay.
gets, before he,
Hey, Crypto Nation.
BG Lord, do you want to say something? Okay, guys, before we have Mr. Oguche back, let's go on a short musical break. We'll come back and hopefully his network is strong and we attend to questions. We touch on some things that we haven't touched on yet. Then we start rounding up for today. Today is Valentine, so we just come have some love talk, vibes, and yeah, enjoy this song. This kind of blessings where you give me what you want. Your goodness and your mercy, shall not be them follow go. What about the favor? The show where I forget. Stand up from me, I never see. I said, stand up from me, I never see. I said, me, I want to shout. I said, me, I want to shout. I beg you, leave me, make I shout. Oh, no, 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 no. I beg you, me, I want to shout. Hey, hey, hey. 1, 2. Hey, hey, hey. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, la, 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 la. Le, 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 I see what I matter, oh, no, no. This kind of blessings where you give me, go, go, go. Your goodness and your mercy, shall not be the follow, go. What about the prayer? As I come to shout a little, if no be you tell me where I forget. This kind of love me I never see. I say this kind of love me I never see. I said me I want to shout. I go. I beg you let me make a shout. I go. Me I want to shout. I go. I beg you let me make a shout. I go. Le, 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 le. I go. Oh, le, 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 le. I go. Da da dee da da dee. See, bros, you know the way. Man's got no cheese on my father day. I'm the light of the world, don't be far away. He gave me the daily bread, I make sure say I karate. You know my father way. He's straight to the point, no parambulate. From the very day I placed my focus on Calvary, I discovered saying I did the rabate. Right now, plenty money for the pocket. Plenty oil for my head, I'm feeling like the bullet. Me, I don't go off, now your Wi-Fi where I connect. And it be like saying I be the number one for the budget. That's me again, I deny. Oh, whatever I am, then I'm a man. And it's all because of you. Everybody has to enter the matter. Let's go. As you enter the matter, one time. One time. The other comes in the house today. Don't be tell me where for this. Hey, I don't know me, I never see. Oh, no, 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 I never see. Tell me I want to. Oh, no, no, no. Me, I want to. Oh, no, no, no. I bet you didn't make a get better. Oh, no, no, no. I said me, I want to show. I'm making it make a sound. Okay. Thank you. We are just coming back from the musical break. Thank you for staying now, everybody. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for tagging. We are 350 persons listening currently. Make sure you tag your friends. And as you all know, we also reward active contributors. Make sure you do it and drop your wallet address. And yeah, something will be sent to your wallet. And Mr. Oguchi, are you still active? Can you hear me? Are you back? Is your network stable? Let's have you answer some questions. And then I go through the analysis I have here, which is the pi data. And yeah, that will help us get more clarity on what the price could be. Yeah, fundamentally speaking. So, Mr. Oguchi, can you hear me? You have the mic now.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Okay. GM, everybody. Nice to be in your midst this Friday once again. I'm happy to have each and every one of you on this Val Day. And we are here to discuss about the value of Piin with Crypto Nature, with Nano, with everybody. You are welcome. I can see Akobu in the building. I can see, I saw Crypto BTC, but it's like he's no longer here. But I'm seeing each and every one of you here. It's good to keep grinding, even though it's Val Day. Like we've always said during our Friday spaces, we say Piin is a no-brainer project. Piin is a ticker. I saw, was it 3 days ago or 2 days ago, where Crypto Nature posted the God candle that Piin made. And this morning, when I checked, Piin market cap is at $861. That is a great one. That is a great one. And I keep repeating this statement that any coin you see pulling up during the dip is a ticker. You should. Can you hear me?
Yes, at some point we were hearing some disturbance, but yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. I said I checked this morning and saw that the MC of Piin was 61K market cap. And like I always said, any project that keep pulling up during the dip is a project to bookmark, is a project to watch, because when the inflow starts coming, like Nano and Crypto Nature just said on the 20th, is going to be the open mainnet of Pi. So Piin is going to do a great pull up. All right. So like I said, Piin is a project that is built already on two networks, the Solana chain and then the BRC20, right? And the community of Piin is a very strong and vibrant community. Any project that's going to do well in this run is going to be a community-driven project. Can you all hear me? Nature, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So it's going to be in community is a very vibrant community. In fact, in one of the trade that I made about Pi, I said Piin is a community driven project. All right. You can go on and read that thread, and it's going to help you very, very much. All right. For those of you that have not invested in Piin, and every Friday, people keep asking how they are going to buy Piin. So I'm going to also talk on how to buy into this project. All right. Like I said earlier, is a project that is built on the Solana chain and also on the BRC chain. That's the Bitcoin chain. All right. So just download your Phantom wallet. You can send in Sol, that's Solana, from any of your sex exchange. It can be Binance, it can be Gate.io, it can be BitGet, Bybit. Just fund it through from your sex and then get the contract address. Crypto Nature is going to drop the contract address for this Piin. So you just go on swap and swap it. It's that easy. You just swap it into Piin. The current price of Piin is 0.405. All right. So your $10 can give you a bag of Piin. And I tell you, when the inflow starts coming, you'll be shocked of what that $10 can do for you. The tokenomics, the total supply of Piin is just 100 billion. I said it's just because we've seen cases of meme coins having 1,000 trillion pieces, and then these coins did very, very well. Example is Shiba Inu. All right. So Piin is just 100 billion pieces. And the reason why I so much love this project is because the total supply is not in circulation. Right, the last time I checked, the circulating supply is just 16.45 billion, right, which is way, way, way less. And as time goes on, they are going to be unlocking some percent of the total supply. So the better you get in, the better it cooks for you. All right. Can you all hear me?
We can hear you, Mr. Oguchi, loud and clear.
Okay. So the better you get into this project, the better it cooks for you. All right. Just position yourself, get yourself some bag of pie, and then when the inflow start coming from the pie community, that is when you will know that this project is a ticker, is a short ticker. All right. So I know some of you have questions, you have some things, you have something, maybe comment, question that you want to impute. You can go ahead as I wait to answer your question. Thank you. Nature, are you with me? Are you there, Crypto Nature? Who can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, it's like nature is wrong.
Rugging care. I cannot be rugging, no. I cannot be rugging. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So like I was saying, yeah. So I was able to get my hands on the data, which will allow us to actually have a clear, unbiased prediction of what the price could or might be on the 20th of February. So now let's start with how many circulating supply will there be? How many circulating supply will there be on the 20th? Oh, no, not could will there be. Now let's do it like this. What is the total supply? Now I want to clear clear something out here. You know, the maximum supply is different from the total supply, and then the total supply is different from the circulating supply. I want to establish that. So now what is the difference? The maximum supply is the amount of pi coin that will be in supply for lifetime, right? The total supply is the amount of pi that is already available, right? Then the circulating supply is the amount of pi on chain or in the market, anyhow you want to put it. You get the point. So now that we have established this fact, we have explained that. Now, questions now. What is Pi Network maximum supply? Simple. Pi Network maximum supply is what? A whooping 100 billion. Nothing more, nothing less. 100 billion. 100 billion that it is believed to be shared among 8.4 billion people on Earth. Right? Currently, though, the number is still increasing. Now, what is Pi Network total supply currently? Pi Network total supply is 6 billion 800 and no, not 6 billion 98,348,709 pi. This is Pi Network total supply. This is not the maximum supply. Now let's come down to the what? The circulating supply. Pi Network circulating supply is 1,556,304,461 pi. I want you guys to understand this now. Now, it simply means that if pi coin should be worth $1, the pi token, which is the pi coin's market cap, should be exactly 1,556,304,461 for pi to be worth $1. You get the point. So if pi should be worth $2, just do this particular figure multiply by 2. right? Multiply by 2. Now, according to the rumors that the Pi core team raised $14 billion, true or not true, this figure is still unverified. So now, let's dig down into this. So the question is it possible for the Pi core team to raise above $10 billion? $10 billion. Is it possible? Okay, this is something we should think about. Just want to hear individual answers. So let me ask Eminent here. Like I said, we are going to be unbiased in our analysis so that we can have a clear mind and a clear heart of what we can expect from it. Like I tell you, even Bitcoin today is sitting at more than 95,000 US dollars, did not wake up one day to discover that it is valued above $90,000. There is what we call a time and process. 10 years back, 12 years back, right, Bitcoin was worth less than $1. That is where we have, what's the name of this man? I've forgotten, who traded 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. Looking into the future. So I want each and every one of us to look beyond on the 20th. The future of Piin is great. Now, that aside. So, Mnet, are you with us? Can you hear me? Okay, good. Now it's rolling. So, Mnet, can I ask you a question? And the question goes like this. Is it possible, do you believe it is possible for the Pi core team to raise above $10 billion? Mnet, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's very much possible.
Okay, this is your belief. You believe this is possible. Good. Mr. Oguche, can you hear me? Do you believe the Pi core team is possible of raising above $10 billion?
Yes.
Good. Okay, we have Jude. Jude just joined us. Jude Monday. Jude Monday, can you hear me? Do drop a reaction if you can.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I still ask you this question. Do you believe it is possible for the Pi core team to have raised $10 billion in funding?
Very, very possible. It's very possible.
Very, 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 very possible. So all our energy is possible. I'm looking for somebody that will tell me no. I'm looking for. So Pi Life, good to have you join us. Can you hear me? Pi Life from Vietnam. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hear you. Okay. Nice to meet you on speaker and listener in this space. Yeah. Actually, your question, I have no idea about that. Actually, now the pie price is the hidden number. It will be open after the open mainnet on 20 February, right? Yeah. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So now, since everybody believes that it is possible for Pi core team to raise above $10 billion in a secret fundraising, right? So now that means it is possible to have $5 or $3 on the 20th as listing price for Pi, if we all believe that. Now, in a situation whereby they were unable or they did not have that kind of money or they did not raise that kind of money, so it is still possible to see Pi trading at $1. Me personally, I'm not seeing Pi trading below $1. But guess what? This is crypto space. Anything can happen. Now, with the announcement on Pi Open Mainnet, there has been a rapid increase in demand for Pi, number one. And like I told you, when Pi gets to the open mainnet, right, the market will now set the price. And then one of the major things the market will use to set the price is the law of demand and supply, which I believe we all know that, right? So now looking at the law of demand and supply, there are many people currently now craving for more Pi than there has ever been. There are many people, like I say, craving for more Pi than they have ever been.
So this is what I will say. This is what I will say, and I would like to put a pen on it when I'm done saying it. Is that if pi should be worthless, it means that the pioneers made pi worthless. And what did I mean by that is the pi quoting, in order to increase value, in order to increase value, provide scarcity for pi, they deliberately refuse to do initial coin offering, which is ICO. They deliberately to do pre-sale. They deliberately to do allocation. Everything is mined by the community. So it simply means that even the richest person on earth, if he wants to like get pi, the person will have to mine pi. If not, he will wait and buy it. So now the question is, okay, if that is the case, so it simply means that the community have the power. Have the power. Now, how does the community have the power? If on that day, let's say the number of people trading their pi to sell it is way less than the number of people willing to buy price, will that increase the value? Yes, it will. Simple law of demand and supply. Simple. Now, it still boils down to you yourself. What do you value pi at? If you as a pioneer have this psychology of it should not be worth much, it shouldn't be worth much, then be ready to sell it at a very discount price, which guess what? There are whales that are ready to buy it off your hands. That is what I was telling my community members, and that is why I was so upset with what other people are doing. I told you the guys that these guys intentionally induce FOMO to people. Deliberately, they induce FOMO to people. These are the same people that induce FOMO on ICE network, making people to dump their bag, which they what? They bought off their hands. Now, those people that tell you not to hold, Tola is holding $30,000 worth of ICE network. But guess what? There was a time he fought ICE network, fought it, asked people to dump. And guess what? Just when ICE network was popping some few days ago, he was fronting his back. And then these are the same people that made people to sell off. So what am I saying is that if you are not going to use your head, people will use your head for you. If $1 is what you feel pi should be valued at, then be ready to sell it at $1 and come back to buy it at $20, $30, and even more. You get the point? And even more. People will fall. It's just normal. But guess what? Me personally, my pi is worth more than that, and I'm not ready to paper hand it. I told somebody that Pi Network brought me to Twitter, but guess what? Beyond Pi Network, I am now making a living outside the ecosystem. Guess what? That was why I was able to have that confidence to lock my Pi for 3 years. 3 years, which so many people that believe in the project did that. So, with everything being said, and let me say this, Pi Network is a blockchain project. It is not a meme token. So if you have the mentality of a meme token, then you are obviously in the wrong place. It's a blockchain project. So it simply means that open mainnet, it's not the end of what we should expect from the Pi core team. How I wish you guys can see this from my own point of view, but then I'll just try to explain what I will explain or what I'm explaining. Open mainnet is not the end of growth and building for the Pi core team. And I figured out that majority of people mining have this belief that after open mainnet there is nothing. No, open mainnet is just the beginning of the possibilities that is unfolding gradually within the Pi network ecosystem. So you get the point. Open mainnet is just the beginning. And personally, I'm so strong, convinced that the open mainnet will help fuel the P2P trading, which is the bedrock of what the Pi blockchain is all about. Like I said, the open mainnet will fuel it, but it is not the end of the growth. It is not the end. It is not the end. And do not let yourself to be fooled. So if you are going to mine Pi for 8 days and to get 1 Pi, right? and you are ready to sell it for $1, go ahead, do it. It's your pie. That is what it is called, the blockchain, decentralized. You have the power, it is your own, nobody will question you. But remember, for every decision you take today, you might get to answer it when your children start asking you. You get the point. Those that dump everything they had as at 2022, 2023, and then they sold their pie for peanuts, now leaving them to having nothing, right? And now regretting. And this is just the beginning. In the future, they will even regret why they even sold on time. As to the man that sold 10,000 pieces of Bitcoin just for two pizza, the man is still alive today. He's not dead. What he sold could have been worth, or should I say, is currently worth more than $2 billion. Do you know what that means? It's more than $2 billion. So it's just like you eating up, just like you eating up your future because you cannot believe, or you don't have the sight to look into the future. But like I said, do what you feel is best for you. But as for me and my household, we are holding. Moon or dust, we still hold. This called belief. That is why the Pi Curtain prioritize utility projects to be built on the Pi blockchain over dApps, bridges, and any other things. Because the goal is not just to build a cryptocurrency. The goal is to build a flexible, tradable currency among everyday users. You get the point. So long as crypto itself is agreed globally to be a legal tender, Picoin can be traded for anything, provided that the party involved in the transaction agreed to it. You get the point? So I think that should be all on what I will say for now. So like I said, you still have the final say anyhow. You get the point. You still have the final say. If you feel $1 is good for you, go ahead and dump it. But you come back and buy it way higher, or you will regret buying it. And for old pioneers that have been mining for a very long time, which are now looking at 100 pi, 50 pi to be nothing because they have at least above 500 pi, let me tell you something. If you sell 100 pi today, 355 days of active mining without losing anything cannot get you 100 pi. If you don't know, 365 days of active mining 24 hours without skipping a day can never get you 100 pi. And it's not as if the mining rate is going to get softer or bigger. Every month it reduces, it gets large. So the longer the existence of pi, the difficult and then the longer it takes you to mine one pi. So if you still have the mentality of, okay, I was mining since 2019, it was I was getting 20 pi every day, so I can sell it for 50 cents, I can sell it for $1, then you are still in the wrong place, because anywhere you sell it today, you cannot get it tomorrow. I think that should be that on that. Please, we are open for questions. We have more speakers join us. Pi Life, Jude Monday, and
Okay, thank you so much for your
so
analysis.
yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
Your
What's your
anal-
contribution on this topic?
your analysis is mind blowing. This is Jude Monday speaking. There are people that see too many faces of where Pi will function, and from your analysis, based on personal researches, it is mind blowing and it is so comforting that the old pioneers that are able to stay active till date will have a more capacity of maybe like trying to enlighten the upcoming pioneers about the benefit of holding, because from your analysis you're really stressing on holding to maximize profit, and I really learned that a lot on my own end, and I'm going to see what I can do so that my labor won't be in vain. But I want to thank you personally for this analysis. You've lectured me personally. You've taught me a lot. I'm grateful. Thank you. I see Pi becoming something big, bigger than the next biggest thing that has happened. Thank you.
Thank you for coming up to say that. Thank you. That's so comforting. It simply means that what we have been doing is not a waste of time. There are people that are actually learning, and then it's actually finding a good place in the heart of pioneers. Thank you for coming up to say that. Like I said, we are bent on educating people because, bro, if we that really believe as pioneers and then we know what is right, do not educate our communities, then other people that are ready to take your pie from your hands will come and educate you the wrong way just to take what is yours from you, right? What is yours from you. I was on WhatsApp and then one of my contact posted something, and even though funny, it is very, very deep. Now, what was the thing? He posted that most people sold their pie claiming they were hungry. Get the point. He said most people sold their pie when pie was traded on the black market 200, 300 naira. Many people sold. Why? If you ask them, okay, bro, why are you selling this thing? Can't you just hold? And you'll be like, now who chop go hold? Something like that. You know, Nigerians, we have our slangs now. Because we never chop one hold, may I die, that kind of stuff. Yeah, there are some projects that you actually need to like say these kind of things on, right? It's okay, you can sell it and then you will not regret, but not every project. And I keep telling people this, regardless of your belief or disbelief for any project, prioritize having a moon bag, right? If you are in a pressing situation and it costs you that, okay, it warrants you that, okay, you must actually sell off your pie to actually escape it or survive it. I keep advice, do not sell everything at once. Selling everything is risky. I keep telling people, right? So I think that should be that on that. And thank you for that. So Pi Life, what do you have to add to that before we start wrapping up?
Hello,
Yes.
Cooking.
Yes. Thank you, Bristol Nature. So yeah, can you hear me well? Okay. So yeah, let me input something. So after that, I will have some question regarding the Pi-in and Pi network. Okay. So first, let me input something to say. According to my point of view, so actually I have a big question about the Pi network, especially our Pi core team. And as we know, our Pi core team never mention any information about any exchange, right? Any price. But yeah, the open managed at the corner already. So it's the big question for me because the PyCon team they never mention about any exchange, and in the white paper they also never mention about that. So, but I believe that the PyCon team just let the community and the market to decide the price by uh, by uh, by price consensus based on the transaction in the market and its trend. I believe that. So, and I don't know how do you think about that, but as my point of view, I just think that way because, of course, the Pi network is totally different with other cryptocurrency, other Arab, totally different. As we on as a Pi network uh, user by pioneers. Yeah, we fully understand that. Actually, PyCon team just try to react this PyCoin for the people use daily, for transaction, you know. So that's why it's the big question for me, and I'm so curious. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the open mainnet. And just now also Ripton and Nature also mentioned about that. Of course, after the open manage, the Python team still working on. Actually, just remove the firewall from the Pi network, from the network. And after that, the Pico team just see the how the external like investor, like the DR, how to and they will continue to build the by ecosystem. Definitely it will be like that, of course. So because the Bitcoin will be a newborn of coin, so in the markets two news. But I only hope that when after the Pi open network, and the Bitcoin will attract many investors and traders and the wealth and the billionaire, and they will curious, and they continue to study about the Bitcoin, and to to get the benefit from the Bitcoin, like the ecosystem. Actually, like the iceberg, Now we on Pioneer, we just see the on the top of the iceberg only. We did not see the bottom one, the bottom of the iceberg. It will be hill, you know. That's I can say that is on about the potential of the Pi network. Yes, that's on. That is my input. So okay, before I earn my mic, so I have a question. You guys can will will Pi network open manage affect to our Pi in price after that? Yeah, can you guys answer my question? Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't catch up on the question. Please, what was your question? Can you please repeat yourself?
Yes, my question that will Pi network open manage impact to our Pi in price and skyrocket or not? Yes, my
Okay,
question.
okay. Okay, thank you for that question, because yeah, that question is crucial. I feel we all should know the answer by now. Okay, which is, if an announcement of the open mainnet causes us to fly above 200% within 48 hours, what then will now happen when we now have the open mainnet and then people are ready to swap their Pi for Pi in? The pump is going to be massive. So definitely we will see a positive pump, a positive impact on the price of Pi in on the 20th, or even beyond, and it keep extending. So yes,
Hello, Crypto Nation.
GM, bro.
Hello, Crypto Nation.
We can hear you, bro. What's your question or contribution?
Okay. There is something I'm seeing on X on Twitter here, all over the world. China company they post this GCV amount of one Bitcoin, $314,000. One Bitcoin. I saw it on the internet, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all over the world. India, Vietnam, China, Korea, Thailand, all over the country. Now even Nigeria say in Lagos, they put the GCV price of one Bitcoin, $314,000. So everyone is expecting here on February 20, if they are going to launch that amount of one Bitcoin, $1,000. Hello?
So now, if I understood your question right, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I think Nano will wants to say something. So now, if I understood your question, you are asking, how is it possible for Pi to launch with $314,000 as the GCV price and stuff like that. So Nano, you have the mic. I think this is his question.
All right, Chief. So like we said, on February 20th, there's a lot of speculation that is going to go around. Amidst the speculation, some may be true, others may just be, rumors and so on. So all we can do, like we've been doing since on this space, is give you an analysis of what we think. Our looking at the data that is provided, we do our analysis calculations. We give you a probability or a possibility, right? There's no certainty to it. Like we said on this space, with giving analysis, you may see another space later in the day with a whole different take on the issue, so and so forth. There are billions of people on the planet. Everyone has their, let's say, take on the subject. Everyone has the way they will calculate it and things like that. So all we can do is give an analysis and a probability to it. But then there's no fixed, as you can see, the pi what's it called, account itself didn't give any fixed or probable pricing to it. And same thing for the exchanges. So all we can do now is just sit and wait. Whatever is going on or a price that is fixed is just speculations as of now. Yeah, I'm done, sir. That's my little contribution.
Okay, I think Nano, you're done. Nano, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Pi Life, your hands are up. You want to say something? Please do. Pi Life, you have the mic. You want to say something? BG Lord, can you hear me? BG Lord, can you hear me? Wait, guys, am I rugging? Why is everyone quiet?
Yeah. Crypto Nation.
Guys, am I rugging? What's going on?
Crypto Nation. Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
I said, I believe Nano did justice to your question, right?
Okay.
I don't know. My network is poor now.
Can
Okay, now this is what I have to say in regards to the GCV price and the rest. Now, talking about 300 stuff like that, is it possible for Pi to launch at that amount at the GCV price on the 20th? My answer is going to be no. It's going to be no. Now, like I said, when during the enclosement net, pioneers are at the liberty of deciding what they value Pi for. It is called personal agreement when they want to do barter, which is P2P, right? Person to person. You agreed on this price, I believe in the price, I agreed on the price, and then we barter. But now, coming to open mainnet, there are other factors that will affect or determine the price of the asset. Number one factor has to do with the market cap. What is the market cap? Market cap is the entire money in a project. Now you divide the entire money in that project by what? The circulating supply. It will give you the exact price of that asset. Now let's use Solana as a case study. Yeah? Solana is currently trading above $198 per Solana. Good. Now check out Solana market cap is above 100 billion. So you dividing the current market cap by the circulating supply will give you 100 and something, which will give the exact price of Solana currently. So now, if Pi coin should be traded at 300 and something thousand on the 20th, that means you will multiply that amount you want it to be traded by the circulating supply. Then look at the amount of money that needs to flow into the project for us to achieve that. Is that realistic? Could that be possible? Then you answer it yourself. You get the point. So the GCV price is a price that was put together by community of pioneers, believers, and then it was used during the enclosed mainnet. But now for the open mainnet, different factors will determine what the price will be. But like I said, and then like what Nano said, yeah, we can only come together to give an educative analysis, prediction, looking at fundamentals, realistic fundamentals of what could happen. I believe this should answer your questions. Thank you. ABC, your hands is up. What do you have to say? What's your question? You have the mic.
Yeah, okay. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you guys. See, I'll just, give a different way of, explaining, See, market cap is on parameters, correct? Determining. But I think about a company in your country, yeah? Let us say the company name is ABC. And maybe, their share is trading in $10, correct? Okay. Suddenly, basically, that company say that, okay, fine. We just wanted to give a bonus on is to one, yeah? Okay. Now, the person who is holding 10 shares, he gets 1:2 and 20 shares. What happens in this case? And soon after this 1:1 dividend given to the share market, the holders, you still see the shares is trading at $10. So just, try to understand this fundamental. Market cap is on parameter to determine the value. See, Pi team, City will never tell you the Pi is $1 or $300,000 or, $314. They will never tell you. It is up to you. If someone comes to me and tell, ABC, give your Pi in a $10, it's up to me, If someone tells, okay, I'll give you $1,000, it is up to me. Okay, so that is how the market will be slowly stabilized. Now, whether the Pi will reach, the receivable value or not, debatable, but there is huge potential, correct? If you look into all these cryptocurrency projects, I guess there is almost 25,000 to 26,000 crypto in the market now, correct? 99% of them rubbish, yeah? Okay, they are neither a altcoin nor they are just dumb coin, yeah? People have created fake currency, put it to market, and there are enough people, enough fools in the market, they are going to basically put their money. They knew it, correct? Give me one example, okay, except Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and the Pi network, correct? Give me one example. Just look into the technology foundation, correct? Okay, you will be able to, find out the real potential of Pi. I am not talking about value. It could be $1, it could be $1,000 tomorrow. I am not talking. Look at the potential. Tell me on cryptocurrency in the entire world who has 60,000 engaged pioneers, okay, and 200,000 nodes. If you don't know this, then probably you should not come into space and talk about crypto. You don't know anything, correct? If the asset will be valued, at least the digital asset, by the underlying technology, okay, underpinning technology. So that should be the, criteria, foremost criteria, rather than, basically calculating, the market cap, how many, Pi will be there in the circulation and, value. No, that is only one criteria, yeah. That is the bottom-up approach, okay. So that is the only thing. So the Pi has a huge potential, correct? And each of you has to basically play a role into this, correct? It's like gold and aluminum, correct? Why the gold is valued like this? Because people, first thing, there is a rarity, correct? And secondly, people actually value gold is like that. So if I have the capability of, valuing my Pi as $1,000, that is the value I get to. And nobody can, take that Pi from me without giving, more than $1,000. Correct? And it is up to me. So now going back to the question of GCB, you're saying, the particularly in East Asian country like, South Korea, Indonesia, Philippines, people are basically trading on that value. Okay, and they are not full, correct? They may not be doing a huge barter or, but still people are basically, believing in that GCB value. So now it's final, it is off to you, But what I will tell you that don't dump your coin, into the exchanges. Hold it. Okay, there is another thing I just want to talk about. I think out of this 10, 12 exchange who is coming forward to list the Pi coin, okay, in whatever price, all of them are Raft coin. Okay, don't put your Pi into the Raft coin. See, Raft coin, the fundamental is that, you give a Pi and they will technically mint another coin. Okay, and actually they will be trading that, and they will tell that Raft coin is supported by the value of the Pi coin. Okay, that is a huge risk. It is similar to Pi, trading Pi IOU. Okay, so I just wanted to make this, clear. Do not put your Pi in any exchange where they are telling that you will convert your Pi to a Raft coin. Yeah, okay, just be aware that majority of them will be like, you don't know, they are not reputed exchange, correct? So be careful about this. So that's all I wanted to, basically tell. I come to the space. See, no amount of sincerity from many of the senior pioneer can help you guys unless and you basically try to understand how Pi is. Yeah, okay. Tell me how many cryptocurrency in the market. The creator, okay, and their credentials. If you can tell, come any space, majority of them are hiding. At least in Pi, Dr. Nicholas and the other founder, they everything is wide open. Yeah, you can go to their Google, you can go to the university, you can look into their credential. Tell me one creator of where this information is publicly available. Correct. So these are the factors you must look into. Do some own research rather than coming to the space and telling Pi is $1 or $10 or $1,000. Don't do that. That is how the value will not be determined. Value will be determined by many factors. It's like brand name. Yeah. Okay. Why Toyota car or Nissan car or General Motor car is always, or Tesla car is very like that. Because the founders is sincere, they will just believe it's a brand value. So Pi has a brand value like that, Okay. So that is what I just wanted to tell. Let me just listen because I don't know, but I always believe. See, I always believe that Pi will give you, Pi has a big potential. Correct. See, I am a technical person. I have not invested in many cryptocurrency. Correct. And I'll tell you one story. I live in UK. I knew the Bitcoin for many years, correct? That time, I was stupid. I never understood what this Bitcoin is, correct? I was very busy with my work. Very busy. I don't have a single minute to, basically, look into anything else, correct? Just work. Okay? That is how I lost the Bitcoins. But I didn't repent. When the Pi came, I basically seized the opportunity. From the very first day, I came to know about Pi. I actually sincerely worked for the Pi. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can give you some example. How hard I have worked. Almost 80 to 90% of my pioneer who under me. I have a large number of pioneer under me. All of them have got KYCs. Okay. It's not that it is require a lot of effort and sincerity. Where any of my pioneer who will apply for a KYC, I can guarantee 90% of the chances he will get a KYC. So Pi team is basically very smart. I think in one of the space I told how I did that. See, moment someone joins under me, correct? I take care of their fundamentals. I'll tell them to validate their Facebook. I'll make sure that their Facebook matches correctly. I'll ask them to validate their telephone number, okay? And I'll ask them to validate their Facebook. Why do I do that? See, core team wanted to make sure your account is secure. You have seen thousands of examples where people have forgotten password, okay? And they are not able to log into their system, okay? It's a waste of time for the pioneer, and it is a waste of time of the core team also, correct? So, this is a very fundamental thing. Core team will give you a chance to do your KYC when they feel your account is secure, correct? So, there are other criteria where the Pi team is basically tracking. One of the criteria where how many people are there under you, how many of them are basically KYC, just things like that, and then only you will be given a chance to KYC and to migrate, okay? Because they are smart people. They are not going to waste their time for, many of people who are not aware of this, right? So, another recommendation, we are still seeing more this, please help your downline to complete their main list checklist, correct? Okay. And if we do that, all of us will succeed. It's not the single, uh, it is not that only I will succeed. Everyone will basically benefit hugely from this project. Okay? So that's all I wanted to tell. And if you have anyone has any question, you can ask me. I'll try to answer that. Yeah.
So guys, do you know why I would believe in the GCV at $340,000? Because I remember when they interviewed the founder of Pi Network, and he said that Picoin will have value wey the pioneer want it to be, the GCV price. You understand? So that's why all the pioneer, all the Pi miner are selling their goods for $340,000. So I believe that the Picoin thing will hold that GCV price February 20.
Okay, wait, BG. I just heard what you said, and this one thing I want to say. Now let me tell you something.
Okay.
If on the 20th, the Pi Core team themselves did not have the power to determine what the price will be, like I said, the moment the firewall is removed, right, it is open. So there will be so many factors that will determine the price that will not just be limited, or should I say focus on the Pi Core team. No, it is going to be an open market. That's what they call it, an open mainnet. The Pi Core team cannot control it any longer. That statement was during enclosed mainnet, and like I said, it was only relevant for the enclosed mainnet transaction. You cannot tell, I don't know how to explain this to you, yeah, but you cannot have a market cap of, let's say, 1 billion and a circulating supply of 1 billion, which should equate the value to be around $1 or $2, and then ask other people to barter with a GCV price. Does that make any sense? No. You get the point. So the Pi Core team are not like solely in control of determining the Pi. Like I said, that's just it. At this point, when it is in the open mainnet, demand and supply, and then the market will determine the price itself, unless the Pi Core team has the liquidity to actually inject into it to give it that value. So yes. Do we have any other question? Mr. Oguche, do you have anything to say before we talked about start rounding up the space? We have been live for like 2 hours and counting. Guys, make sure you follow every speaker. I notice most of you are not following the speaker, which is not interesting, to be honest. These guys have taken out time to come and educate each and every one of you here, and the least you could do is just to give them a follow. That's all, right? And many of you are not following them. So just follow every speaker here and make sure you get a bag of Piin for yourself. We now have a global leader that is interested in cryptocurrency, which is the Donald Trump, and then we hope to see more crypto related policy that will allow people to adopt cryptocurrency and a whole lot of stuff like that coming up in the next coming month. So don't just miss out, guys. You get the point. Don't miss out. So Guche, do you have anything else you want to say? So Guche, can you hear me? Mr. Uche, can you hear me? Okay, guys, I think everywhere is quiet. If we don't have any other question, I think we have educated people. We have talked about the value of buy-in. We were able to create a plain mindset on what people should expect. Let's try to be realistic in our expectations, and above all, we know what we are doing. So, like I said, $1 is not worth my pie. That takes me 8 days plus to mine. $2 is not worth my pie and the rest. So I believe in the long-term vision of buying until a day I can walk on into any supermarket or into any shop to pay for whatever item I'm buying with my pie coin. I don't think there is any need for me to actually sell off my pie. The goal is to use it as a means of payment, and so long as crypto is a legal tender in any country, I believe it will happen, obviously. So Jude Monday, your hands are up. You have the floor. Ask your questions.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm asking this question based on the people I brought into Pi and the experience there. You know, some of them have actually worked on the KYC, and there are a lot of them that have been in queue. And then the real concern is now that the open mainnet is going to come up on the 20th, what happened to them that they are still in the queue, that their KYC has not been verified and cleared? What effect will this happen or will this have on them and the pie that they've mined? What are the hope of being direct beneficiaries of the things that will come on the 20th with the open mainnet? That's my question, please.
Okay. I think I get your questions, right? So now the thing is it is no longer news, right? That a whole lot of pioneers have not yet received their pie in their wallet, right? Some have been on tentative, like me personally, I've been on tentative for a very long time. But the question is, on the open mainnet, is going to be an open market whereby people can trade, buy and sell their pie, right? But now, if you applied for KYC and then it's still on tentative, you don't need to be scared. Yet you don't need to be scared. You don't need to be scared because you will not lose your pie. But then if your referrals did not, do their KYC, they don't need to get verified. All they need to do is to apply for the KYC, be it tentative or approved. You will not lose the bonus. But so long as they did not, then you are at the risk of losing the reward from their own end. Does that make any sense? So if for anybody on tentative, you should not be scared. His pie are still safe. But then for your referrals, so long as they do not do their KYC, you will lose the bonus that you're supposed to get from them. Does that make sense? So ABC, your hands are up. Ask your questions. We will be rounding up shortly. So yeah, ABC, ask your questions.
Yeah, so I'll just clarify on this. See, Pi code team principle is very, very simple on the entire KYC process from checklist item 1 to 9. Yeah, very simple. If any action is pending on you, Pioneer is responsible, and then you are in the risk of losing the Pi. If anything is pending from code team, just like validating your accounts, or or approving the KYCs, correct? If anything is pending, you will not lose your KYC. You must look into that. There is a clock in the top. Yeah, if the clock stops, 100% guarantee you will not lose anything. So it's very, very simple. As long as you have applied for the KYC, given the correct document, readable document, images, create your wallet, verified your phone number, nothing is pending, correct? Because all the checklist item from 1 to 8 are green, okay? You will not lose your pie, okay? Number nine is always the court team responsibility, but completing the checklist from item 1 to 8 is your responsibility, okay? So just focus, make sure that you complete checklist like item 1 to 8, yeah, okay? So that is all. You might complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, but you have not signed the agreement 6. Yeah, okay. It is your responsibility, and then you are in the risk of losing the pie. Yeah. And if you don't understand anything, just look into the clock in the magnet checklist. If that is running, you are losing your time. Yeah. Okay. So that's all. It's very simple way of looking at it. No action should be pending from your side. All the action has to be pending from court team side. That's all, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I think that is actually a brilliant explanation. And just to add to the solution, yeah, the algorithm is designed now to prioritize new members. The algorithm is designed to prioritize new members. So you realize that old pioneers are not getting migrated on time. That is the way the algorithm is designed. So there is a way you can trick the algorithm, or not personally, should I say trick the algorithm, but then there is a way around it. So all you need to do is this: you go back to your what's it called, to your mainnet checklist, go to where they ask you to confirm your wallet. So you disconnect the wallet, either create or re-import your old wallet, right? So when you do that, they will ask you to sign an acknowledgement form, right? So you still go back, resign the acknowledgement form after 24 hours. So what this does is that it brings up your account, right? It brings it like from the down queue and bring it up in form of, let's say, a new account. So you can get migrated for doing this. You get the point. So it can make your account to get migrated easily. Does that make sense? So just you can either change your password and do it. And please be careful when you are doing that of the wallet. Make sure you save your passphrase, because some people do this and then they forget the seed phrase or the wallet exactly they connect to, and then after the distribution they realize that they are not in possession of the pi token. So if you have been on Tin30 for a very long time, all you need to do is just go back, right? Either disconnect your wallet and connect it back again and sign the acknowledgement form, so you should be migrated. So guys, we are open for questions. Any more questions, we attend to it and then we start wrapping it up. So Nano, I think you were raising up your hand. I think you wanted to say something. Anything? Okay, Eminent, your hands are up, please. Eminent, you have the mic.
All right, GM guys. As we bring this session to a close, I want to conclude with my popular saying, which is, as we anticipate the best, can you guys hear me? I just got a notification that everyone is muted. I don't know if you can still hear me.
Okay, Eminent, are you still saying something? Can't hear
you. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. All right, so what I was saying is, as we anticipate the best, let's also prepare for the worst, okay? Be on the safer side. As we all know, we are going into the open mainnet, and please, just like Crypto Nature said earlier, let's be realistic. Don't let greed take over you. Okay? Don't let greed take over you. Just like the question that DG asked, if you see that value, I've been seeing that speculation also, that room speculating. And if you agree with me, that value is unrealistic from seeing it. So please don't let greed make you believe what is unrealistic.
Better you talk something
So we are going into the open mainnet. We're happy about that and we are hoping for the best.
I don't even my
But
stomach.
please, to in case the worst
Hey, Jesus,
happen,
and no talk
please
am.
you hold. Okay?
If I find myself like
Because
this, I'm
we
not
take
Valentine
instance
food, I
from
don't chop am.
Bitcoin. As of when Bitcoin was launched, if you decide that okay, you are going to sell it at that point, today you will be regretting. So let that not be the case today. If on 20th the value you see is not it did not meet your demand, please just like Crypto Nature said, you should hold on till it will get to a point. It should definitely get to that point where you can step into a grocery store and purchase whatever you want to get with your Pi token. Okay. And please, the last thing I will say is if you want a token that you can sell for a particular value that has a definite value, then you should go for Piin. That's why Piin is there. You should get some into your bag and hold. Okay, but um, Pi token is not actually that kind of token that you look at the value, this and that. It's actually meant for exchange purpose, okay? So get the difference between Pi and Pi in and hold the appropriate one based on what you are expecting. But in my own advice, you hold both if you can. All right, thank you. So see you guys again next week, Friday.
Thank you so much. I think with that being said, I really want to appreciate each and every one of you, even though my attention has been very, very divided, but I believe today's space is also educative as well as entertaining. And like I said, be realistic in your expectations, right? Be wise. You know why you are doing this, and just believe in the long term goal because it has been proven over time, yeah, that longevity, especially in cryptocurrency and investment, pays more than just the quick gain and the short term. There are projects that you should not treat as degen, and I repeat, there are projects that you should not treat as what degen. Yes. So I think with that being said, thank you all. Big shout out to our speaker, Mr. Oguche. Big shout out to Eminence Guy, Pi Life, ABC, Jude Monday, Pi Open Minutes, Nano Conflex, The Boys, Dana, Smark, Catful, and etc, and everybody. I may not call your name one by one, but we really, really appreciate your presence here, and we believe that your time wasn't wasted. And let's enter and approach 20th of February with an open mind and low expectation, and we hope the future is going to be bright. Like I said, don't fade the alpha. Piin is the ticker. The ticker. Piin is the ticker. I think the best time to buy is now. You might not or might never see it lower than the current price it is. When Pi gets to open mainnet, crazy things will happen. And I just want to be in the midst of the craziness. I don't want to be coming when everywhere is loud. So from me to you is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are listening to, and goodbye. Voila. So before then, I want everybody to just drop a reaction. Let's make the space colorful. Drop a reaction as I take a screenshot. Just tap it. Give me that 100. Thank you. Just give me the 100. Thank you. Thank you. Give me the 100. Let's get a good screenshot. Please, guys, take a screenshot as well. Write